It's day 5, coach. 5 days of consistency, coach. I five, coach. Anyways, I ain't gonna lie, I got my phone in the most weirdest angle. I didn't want to be in my living room today. I live in an apartment. This is the kitchen. Like my house not that big at all. I'm kidding, but I live in a box. I live in a fucking box. But today I want to talk about pouring into yourself and how pouring into other people can be dangerous for you. And yeah. Pouring into yourself, right? So people think that pouring into yourself is selfish. And I don't really understand that. I feel like pouring into yourself is survival. Like if you don't pour into yourself, nobody's gonna pour into you. You feel me? And even if somebody's pouring into you and you're not pouring into yourself, you're gonna drain the other person, that person's gonna stop pouring into you. What you don't realize is that everybody has their own river. Whether it's abundant or it's dry, we all got our own rivers. Now, some people tend to their rivers, they make sure that they keep pouring more water, making sure they water in their crops, all that shit. Other people, instead of watering their own crops, they take their water and they try to water somebody else's crops. I'm niggas, I'm people, I be doing that shit. And that shit be leaving me in distraught. Like, we live in a world where everything is so temporary. Everything is so. We live in a take ass society. Everybody just want to take. Nobody want to give no more. So, like, when you find yourself giving, and just being taken from, especially when you're not pouring into yourself, you start feeling drained, you start feeling exhausted, you start to question your own worth. You're like, damn, like what's wrong with me? Why don't people want to pour into me? I this and the third. Whole time, that's not their responsibility. Their responsibility really is to pour into themselves. Once you're able to pour into yourself and have an abundant flow, then you could try to help other people. But at the end of the day, you shouldn't be using your core, your main energy for somebody else. That shit should be reserved for you. You should be using all that extra shit that you built up that you know you can give away and give that away. Because at the end of the day, you're not being selfish. You making sure you good before you can help anybody else. Because if you not good, how you gonna help somebody else, bro? Like, I ain't gonna stop my mom. I ain't gonna do it. Another misconception is that like people think that pouring into themselves is hard or like they don't know how, but somehow they know how to pour into other people because they see their needs, but they don't know their own needs. Pouring into yourself can be as simple as just sleeping early or on time or taking time to go for a walk or reading a book or making sure that you're getting the right amount of water each day. It's certain things, it's the little things. I think that we all gloss over the little things and try to get to the big things like, oh, I need to go do this, I need to go do that. But at the end of the day, like, you can't get to the big stuff if you don't take care of the little things first. Like eating breakfast in the morning, little things like that. Like, it might seem silly, but things like that sets the tone for your day. So if you're not setting the tone for your day, you're gonna eventually just be fucking yourself up for the day. Like you ain't gonna feel like yourself. You ain't gonna be able to help nobody. You ain't gonna be able to help yourself. And then you find yourself outside, irritated, mad easily. Everybody pissing you off. You ready to snap, all type of shit. You acting weird towards your friends because you don't know how to feel. This and the third. Like that shit is dangerous. You gotta make sure that you point into your mental. The reason why this video really resonates with me is because like I'm the type of nigga I'm not only am I a lover, but I love really hard and like I kind of stay away from people for that exact reason because everybody is just too temporary for me. And the fact that I could tell you all this about me one day and the next day you could just not speak to me no more for the rest of your life will always rub me the wrong way. So like I kind of be like finding myself staying distant or staying at a certain point because I feel like once I let people into a certain point, like I don't really expect you to leave. But then again, it's like I don't expect anybody to do anything at this point because when you set expectations for people, they're gonna fail you, bro. You can't expect shit from anybody but yourself. I realize that it's easier for me to love people when I'm just loving myself because I don't feel the need to be loved from an outside source. Like when I'm pouring into myself and doing things that better myself, I'm like, okay, I'm establishing myself. I feel firm. I feel confident. I feel comfortable with just myself. Now I can, pour into somebody else at least a little bit. But like I'm not gonna lie, I lost myself pouring myself into somebody else. And it's not that they wasn't pouring back, it's just that they couldn't really pour back. Like it was just a weird situation. And like I'm not gonna lie, that shit fucked me up for like 3 months. It was bad and like it made me like It made me realize that like I'm really not ready for a lot of things. When I say a lot of things, I want to say like relationship wise because I have like I struggle with like just being able to just focus on myself and doing things for myself. And obviously, in a real healthy relationship, we both be pouring into each other. But like at the end of the day, we can't just be pouring into each other. We got to be able to water our own garden first. Because what if she don't got no more water to pour for me? You feel me? And I'm just pouring into her, and now I feel like she draining me, and she can't even pour for herself, and now she just bringing both of us down, or I'm bringing both of us down because I can't pour for myself, and she keep pouring into me. You feel me? So it's like that's why that's why everybody just over here hurting each other, bro. Cause niggas don't take the time to learn themselves. They don't take the time to do anything. They just want some pussy. I don't blame them. Cause at the end of the day, like, bro, I understand comfort. I understand the touch aspect. I understand it all. Like I really do. But I feel like if certain needs of mine aren't being met mentally, all that shit kind of just don't mean nothing to me. Cause I feel like anybody can offer all the physical shit. But if you're not stimulating me in my brain, it's quiet. I'm not gonna care. And honestly, I think that's really the reason why I've been able to. I'm not saying I make all the best decisions, but I've been able to make real sound decisions because at the end of the day, I get turned on by the mental. Like, if your brain don't stimulate my brain, the rest of my body not gonna be stimulated. Yeah, you might look good, you might look mad good, you might look delicious, feel me? But like, if you dumb, bro. And I don't like dumb people. I don't like people that can't hold a conversation, and I really don't like people that aren't open minded, that see the world through one lens and refuse to see it through any other lens. So, feel me? That's why I be so comfortable with being alone because I feel like everybody's perception of the world be so skewed to their own lens that they don't even want to even try to understand anybody. They only see things through their own lens. And then I spent my whole life trying to make my parents understand me, understand me, understand me, understand me. To this day, I'm still trying to make niggas understand me. Like my mom will tell me one thing and then forget that she said that and then tell me something else. Or I'll tell her something and then she forget that I told her that shit and then she'll be like, "No, you never told me that." And I really be sitting here thinking like, "Yo, am I insane? Am I crazy?" Like, but I just had to just realize that, yo, she's just not okay. She's not okay. But I can't let her not being okay make me not okay. So I just had to block all that shit out and just take it with a grain of salt because she not gonna change, bro. She not gonna understand. I done said all the words I could. Feel me? She still ain't gonna understand. She's not gonna understand as she get older. If anything, she gonna be even more stubborn. So what is that gonna do for me? At the end of the day, just pour into yourself. Cause if you pour into yourself, you're gonna find people that just naturally wanna pour into you, and then you're gonna naturally wanna pour into them. I feel like we be so centered around other people that we forget ourselves, and that's why we're not able to keep anybody around us because we don't know ourselves and we don't pour into ourselves. But the more that we do shit for ourselves, the easier it'll be to find other people that like the shit that we like because we have ourselves established. I feel like hurt people, broken spirited people, they attract other broken spirits. Like that shit is true. So I feel like if you put yourself on the right track, you're gonna find people that want to be on the right track. We just all get caught up in the well, everybody this generation suck. Everybody sucks, so I'm just gonna suck too. Pause. Feel me? But it's like game. You wanna be like everybody else? Why the fuck you wanna be like everybody else? Why? Everybody else fucking sucks. Like, bro, none of these niggas is happy. None of these niggas doing shit that they like. These niggas is just freestyling on the web doing bullshit, bro. So I'm trying to tell you, just do you, bro. Hey, take that cup, nigga, and fill it up, bro. Do shit that you like to do. Find out your hobbies, your favorite foods, whatever, bro. Just do it. 'Cause at the end of the day, see where I'm at, gang. I'm in a crib, dolo. Ain't nobody with me. I don't be with people. I be with the same one, two people every day. Feel me? It's always just me. And honestly, I be feeling like I want to spend some more time alone because I like being alone. I could just do what I want, like doing what I'm doing and shit like that. And that shit happens on my time. And it sounds selfish, but like this is the only time in my life I'll be able to just say what I want, do what I want, and not feel no type of way. I don't got nobody's feelings attached to me or any of that lingering. It's just me. And I've had that my whole life. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna act like I haven't tried to change it. Like, I be wanting somebody. I be wanting all the extra shit. But at the end of the day, if it's too much, I shouldn't be too pressed about it. Like, shouldn't have to work too hard or do too much. Like I feel like I'm a genuine nigga. I already do a lot. I already do a lot to begin with. So I already know that if I really do fuck with you, I'm gonna take it to the moon, the stars, outside the fucking Milky Way. Cause I already was tweaking for a girl that wasn't even mine. So imagine a girl that is mine. For me, that's why I'm like, bro, I can't trip about these girls. Cause I feel like at the end of the day, it's gonna sound selfish, but you being with me is a blessing. I'm gonna give it a buck, bro. It's a blessing because there's no niggas like me. It's none. It's zero. You could search the whole earth. You will not find no nigga like me. I promise you that. None. Zero. Feel me? So either you gonna take me or you gonna take the rest of your life trying to find me, baby.